Now we're at the end of the one of the ends of the tracker sled, and we'll start looking at some particular details having to go with the actual portability. Of course, the real innovation here in the tracker sled is what you see here. We're actually using commercially available trackers, but again, the innovation is this portability, this idea that a solar farm doesn't have to involve all the surveys, the geotech, all the driving of the piles, right? That these actual tracker sleds can rotate with crops and cover crops. Okay, for the portability, here I'd just like to point out the actual sling, the chain sling that we use to move the pieces of the tracker sled. So this sling has two legs, right, connected to shackles, and these shackles connect to these relocatable pick points, right, on the truss. So these pick points were actually located on the skis, and you could see those on the video of when we were actually relocating this truss. But now we've relocated these pick points into their the permanent place that they'll live, right? On the ends, they're on both ends of this, right? So that a tractor now can completely pull this tracker sled to relocate it. So again, the pieces are really just that shackle, this solid aluminum pick point, right, and then the sling. Okay, so the other thing I want to point out here is what is not going to be part of a permanent tracker sled, but what is here on this demonstration tracker sled, really, as I would say, belt and suspenders. These are repurposed trailer jacks where we can jack up the entire sled. We have 4 of them mounted here. If we don't have a tractor and we need to adjust this position for whatever reason, we can do this just under human power by just pushing the sled. So this you'll be able to jack up and then relocate this slightly. So this is not intended as any part of the permanent tracker sled, but just on this, at this point, it's again belt and suspenders to make sure that we can readily move this. So if we look opposite this, we'll see a platform here where there's going to be yet one more grain bin, the shallow grain bin. So where we've sited the tracker sled right now, we should be unshaded year-round, even in the winter solstice. But again, we wanted to give ourselves a little flexibility also when we make the electrical connections and that sort of thing. So I think that gives you a pretty good view of the tracker sled in its demonstration home here at Grainer Farm. This week we're going to be installing the solar trackers. We're going to be installing the bifacial panels, and we'll do another video there to demonstrate how those pieces come together on the tracker sled.